Hello, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very first guest of today is this incredible singer and songwriter known by the name of Allison. And yeah, she's an incredible singer. So I'm about to add Allison into the live now and have a chat with Allison about her incredible songs that she's created. So yeah, let's add Allison in and have a chat with Allison. Hey, Allison.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. I just want to say first up, thank you so much, Allison, for taking the time to join my show. It's
Of
such a
course.
pleasure having you on the show today. To people
Yeah.
that don't know who you are, Allison, if you give like a bit of backstory about yourself, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Awesome. Sure. Well, hello. I'm Allison Asarch. I'm a singer-songwriter in Nashville, Tennessee. I grew up in Texas, went to college in Ohio, but music is my life, and I get to live my dream and do what I love every single day, which is pretty dope. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I was on a Netflix show
Yes.
called Sing On, which was really fun. And I've been releasing songs for the past year now, and my album will come out next February, so stay tuned. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll dive right into the questions now, Allison. So for my very first question, so you've created incredible like original songs and music videos, and for the first song, I'm going to name Midnight Daydream.
Yeah.
What was it like coming up with the idea of creating this song, and what's like the meaning behind this song? Like, how did you come up with this idea of creating this like song in the first place?
So I started writing this song, Midnight Daydream, like years ago. And it's basically about a summer love and how summer loves don't really last long. They're just, kind of there, but you know that you love being in the moment, and then you hope that it's going to keep going, and then you're like, you know what, is what it is, love, summer love. And so I started writing it years ago, and then I brought it to Andy Renfrey, and she was like, let's fine tune this. And so we fixed up the lyrics, and then we brought it to Ren, and he was like, oh, so you want it to sound like this? And we were like, yes. And it just came to life, and it's definitely one of I mean, they're all my children, meaning my songs, but it's definitely one of my favorites.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you've also created a song called Summer Style. What was it like coming up with the idea of creating this one, and what's the meaning behind Summer Style?
Yeah, so summer is my favorite time of year. It is the most fun, and we actually started writing Summer Style before COVID happened. So we started writing it in January of 2019, or we wrote it in January 2019, and then we were planning on releasing it, but then COVID kind of came about. Okay, wait, COVID was, I don't even know what year it is. What, in 2020, right? So maybe January 2020. Yeah. That's when we wrote it. We were in January 2020, and we were like, yeah, we'll totally release it for summer. It's gonna be great. And then COVID hit, and we're like, we don't know if this is the best idea right now. Maybe not. So we ended up just kind of waiting to release it. But what I love about Summer Style is it's just the imagery that's there. When you listen to it, you just feel like you're at the beach, you're at the lake, you're having fun, you're drinking a beer, whatever you're doing, hanging with your friends. It's a great song. It's super, super chill. And when we were making the music video for it, I knew I wanted to just emphasize how much fun Summer Style is. And so I just invited all my friends to come on a boat with me, and we had a blast.
Awesome. Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you've also created a song called Cotton Dress. What was it like coming up with the idea of creating Cotton Dress, and what's the meaning behind this one?
So Cotton Dress, so my producers, Andy and Ren Renfrey, are freaking awesome. And when I met them in 2019, I saw them at a show, and they were singing a few of their originals, and one of their originals is Cotton Dress. And I just instantly loved this song. I was like, I love this song. It is so good. I love the story. I love how y'all sing it. I just love this song. And so when we were getting ready for the album, which is coming out in February, I love Taylor Swift. And so I needed 13. I wanted there to be 13 songs on the album. Thanks, Allison. And then we were kind of looking through what we had, and we had 11. We had 11 great song choices. And then Andy said, do you think you want to do you want to cut Cotton Dress? I said, I had no idea that you'd ever ask me to do that. Yes, please. So I cut Cotton Dress, and I changed it a little bit. We changed it a little bit from what they did it, because they were a duo and it was different. And we kind of made it more Lumineers-y, Carrie Underwood-y is how I describe it. But it's just the cutest little love story. And we all love a good love story. And I knew I needed to have a couple songs that were about love in my repertoire. So I was like, okay, all right, we'll do Contest.
So on to our next question. So you've also created a song called Slipping on Something. What was it like creating this one, and what's like the meaning behind this one?
So Sipping on Something is basically about you going to a bar, hanging out with your friends, and then there's a boy looking at you from afar, and you make an eye contact and be like, maybe, this could be something, because you're sipping on a relationship, is the, little bit with that. But we wrote it, or Andy Renfrey, me and Megan Barker wrote that one, and we wrote it during COVID over Zoom, and it was just one of those songs that really came together really quick, which was really nice. And what I love about the song is, thank you. I love the chorus that we came up with. I just really enjoyed it, and I just think it came together super, super well. And people really do love Sipping on Something, which it's a great song.
Awesome. So on to our next question. So you've also created a song called The One. What was it like creating this one, and what's like the meaning behind The One?
So The One is about how you could be that one person to make someone's day. And when I was writing with Andy, before we started writing this song, we were basically talking about how our world is very negative, and I am very much a positive person. And I was wanting to write a song that was about positivity, but in a subtle way that you really didn't know. But it's basically just saying, like, you have that power to be that one person to make someone smile. You have that ability to make one person's day. You have that ability to follow your dream. You have that ability to do whatever you want. You can be that one person. And so we were really able to make that a reality. So that's also a really great one.
Awesome. Well, to basically, because of the positives and stuff, just to let people know, just be positive, in yourself. Just be positive, push out the negatives, and just be positive, because that's the main thing in life these days. Just be positive, just be you, and yeah, that's the main thing. So totally agree. So on to my very next question for you. So how did you get into singing in the first place? What captured your eyes and said, hey, I want to become a singer?
It's a great question. Before I was born, I always joke, my parents went to the Eagles concert when I was literally in the womb. And so I always joke that I've had a musical connection forever. But I grew up going to concerts. I grew up listening to classic rock. I grew up listening to Shania Twain, Tina Turner, and then eventually learning about Taylor Swift and who she was. And Taylor became this big thing for me, because as a teenager, I got to kind of watch her grow, and I got to be a part of her fan base, and I got to be I just felt like she knew who I was, even though she has no idea who I am. But I loved being able to connect to her in that type of way. And I knew that me as a singer, I wanted to do the same with my fans. When I got older, I wanted to be able to relate with my fans with my music and relate to, yes, I am a Swiftie. Yes, yes, yes. OG Swiftie, TBH. But Taylor became a very big inspiration for me when I was 11, 12. And it just kind of never left. I'm 27 now, so I'm still very much involved with everything she does. Can't wait for Red to come out, the new album, but not the new album, but you know, the making of Red, which is going to be dope. But I learned a lot from her as I was growing up, because she also was learning a lot as she was growing up, and I not just learning from herself, but also learning like the music industry in general and how it can be really biased and how to get your music taken away from you and everything that she got to learn that is being helpful for us who didn't get, or you know, are going through those same processes but being smarter than she was because she was 14. And you know, you're 14, of course you're going to say yes to anything. But anyway, that's my Taylor rant. We don't need to go into it, but yes.
So on to my very next question for you. So because I know what your question is probably going to be, Taylor Swift. But yeah, who would be your like all-time inspirational person or music artist that like inspired you to be you, like to be like
it's
to make
Taylor. I know, yeah. She just, there's, because we just, I can't even express what I'm trying to say. Her music, the way that she released everything, it just came from her heart. It was so great, and I love that so much about her. And because of her, I've met so many other Swifties that also feel the same way, and it's just a really, really cool moment. And one day, hopefully, I will make it as big as Taylor and have fans who also, you know, love me just as much as they love Taylor, and getting to chat about random stuff, but because of my music, they're hoping, or they just are having a better day, or because of my music, they relate to it with their friends, or because of my music, they want, I don't know, but yeah, they want to come see me in concert, which would be cool. But yeah, so yeah, it's Taylor, and yeah, Taylor's definitely the.
Well, I just want to say, like, you have such a talent and gift. Like, you really
Thank
do.
you.
Like, for people that haven't heard of Allison's songs, definitely go check out Allison's songs. I highly recommend. Like, you have such a gift and talent, and as I said, highly recommend go check out Allison's songs, because she definitely deserves the amazing support. So definitely go check them out. So on to the very next question.
Yeah.
So what does performing music mean to you, like, especially as an artist?
So what I really love about performing in general is I love to connect with the audience. And I think what I really enjoy most is when I am connecting with the audience, it's more like I just feel like we're one. We're having a good time. We're jamming. We're listening to music together. And there's just something about being on stage for me that just makes me so happy. And I love, like we've said before, to radiate positivity as much as possible. And I think doing that, people who come to see me perform, they get that. They go, like, they definitely are getting to go home being like, yeah, I felt that. I loved that. Yes, she's so great. This is so fun. I want to go hear more of her music. I want to be around that type of energy. And I just think it's important that people are more positive, and you know that it's a very negative world at times, but at the same time you just gotta keep on going and keep on being positive. And I think I try really hard when I'm performing to radiate that positivity as best as I can, for sure. Yeah.
So on to my very next question. So if you could work with any top 3 music artists in the music industry, who would they be and why?
Okay, I'm not going to say Taylor because it's an obvious answer. I will move away from Taylor. So Maggie Rogers is another fantastic pop singer-songwriter artist that I just think is flawless. She is a force to be reckoned with. Her music is fantastic. Her stage presence is unbelievable. Her voice is great. And she's just loves to be herself and doesn't care about what anyone says. And I think that's really important, which is really great. So definitely her. other side of the spectrum, we've got a couple country artists that I love who are Maren Morris, Kelsey Ballerini, and Gabby Barrett. I think are all fantastic female country artists, and they all have such powerful voices, and their songs are freaking fantastic. And when I've seen Maren in concert and I've seen Maggie in concert, and they just own the stage, and there's just nothing like it. If you get to be around people like that, it just makes you want to be that. And so I definitely thrive, and one day hope to either open for them or get to collaborate with them, because they are fantastic women that rock music, and I think they're pretty dope.
Awesome. Well, I love your choices. So I'll go to your next question. So, like, what have you learned about yourself as a person, and especially as like a music artist, like during COVID?
So right before COVID, I had one of my, I think it was like my third writers round, and I was really excited to kind of get going. It was about to be, all right, we're going to start playing more in Nashville. We're going to start growing that fan base. We're going to start releasing music and everything. And then the world stopped, and it wasn't a very long period, but there was a good chunk where I was just like, is this really going to work? Is this what I want to do? How am I going to move out to different things? Hold on, my dog is tearing up this tennis ball. Okay, yeah, it's fine. She's growling with it, but it's okay. Anyway, but with COVID, it was just really hard for everyone, because we had to be stuck inside. We didn't really know what we were going to do, and so as musicians, we had to adapt. And so I started creating music by Zoom. I started doing live streams and just kind of rebranding and figuring out how to even do music online. And I know it wasn't just me. I know there are a lot of people now who do it on a regular basis. And I think even, this Instagram stories and Instagram lives became a really important thing to find new fans and find people that want to listen to your music and stuff like that. So I think that was really important to keep on going with that. And then it kind of got better. I think I learned a lot. And even though we're kind of getting back into the norm, we're still not in the norm. And I think I've been working really hard on figuring out how to delegate where I want to be when I perform, or if I want to do a live stream. I kind of have this whole realm to do it, which I didn't know I had the opportunity to do, and I didn't know I had the fans to do. So it's been hard, but also fantastic. It just kind of was like, this was shit, but now it's a lot better. Okay, this is great. Let's keep going. Yeah.
So on to our next question. So what are like the positive and negatives into creating your own music in the industry? And how do you get through those like negative moments as an artist?
Yeah, so from a young age, I auditioned. One of like my first quote unquote no's was American Idol when I was 16. And it was so heartbreaking to me, because I was like, oh my gosh, American Idol, this is it. This is the show. This is going to be the biggest part of my life. And they said no to me. Oh my God. And again, I was 16, so it was 11 years ago. And my mom told me, you needed to get that no, because you need to know that not everyone's going to say yes, and you just got to keep on going. And because of that, I've always had that mentality, like, even if someone says no, there's always another yes. And through this whole thing, it's just been really eye-opening to be like, okay, do I trust these people? Is this a good company to work with? Am I giving this person too much money, or am I giving this person the right amount of money? Am I needing to? It's a lot. And but it's been really awesome. And I think because of COVID, there are a lot of artists that don't need record labels anymore, because as independent artists, you can put it out there yourself and you can grow that fan base organically and you can do it all rather than having to rely on other people, which has been really eye-opening and awesome. So yes, if I ever am negative, I just always think about how far I've come so far, and I know that I will continue to keep on going. But yeah, so I feel like this is going to be a good music year for me. I always do my years around like my birthday, and my birthday was in August, so it's been the first month of my birthday or of this year, and I think slowly but surely it's getting better and better. So yeah, I'm excited.
Well, happy birthday for August, by the way.
Thanks.
It's like I actually share the same month in August too. So happy birthday for August.
Amazing. Love it. Love it.
So on to my very last question. So what's like next for you, like music wise? Like any projects in the pipeline?
Well, yes. So I actually, for everyone watching this can know, my next single is coming out next Friday, I believe. Next Friday, which is the 17th, and it's called Neon Nobody, and it's about how like I was a small town somebody, meaning in my hometown people knew who I was and all my music and blah blah blah, and now I'm in Nashville where I seem to be a neon nobody, but that does not mean I am a neon nobody. But it's such a fun song, and then I'm going to continue to release music every month, every 6 weeks, and then in February my album will be out, so I'm very excited about that. Everything you've heard will be on the album, but I will have a lot of extra tracks on there too that haven't come out yet, so that's good. Oh, on a high. But yeah.
Well, I have to ask, by the way, would you like to take it away and perform one of your songs?
Of course.
Awesome.
So Hunter's been very nice and like chilling.
What's up?
Hello.
Waiting
Just been
to
eavesdropping this
perform.
entire time.
But I didn't think this through. I want to try and make sure. Oh yeah, can you? Are you in it? Are you in? Are we good? Yeah, fantastic. We love to hear it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get it. Here we go.
Getting up close and personal.
Yeah. Yeah, let's sing Midnight Daydream. Yeah. You never needed those pickup lines. Maybe the back of your pickup truck was fine with me. Counting the stars, Venus and Mars, leading us down that road beneath those old pine trees. I guess we knew it wouldn't last forever, but I still think about those nights together. When I fall asleep, I dream of you and me intertwined. Back when love was new and we were still so undefined. The moonlight on your face, the way your eyes gaze back at mine, still haunts me like midnight daydream. Your country lake with a moonlit glow. So many things I guess we didn't know back then. I never heard those three little words. Somehow that didn't keep my foolish heart from hoping. Part of me knew that you were never mine, but I remember how it felt sometimes when I fall asleep. I dream of you and me intertwined. Back when love was new and we were still so
Yes, killer! What a killer! Oh my gosh! Well, thank you so much, Allison, for appearing on my show. It's been such a pleasure having you on today.
Yeah.
Do you have like any last final thoughts that you'd like to give to people on the show?
Stay positive, stay happy, go on a walk, go drink some coffee, have a great day. Y'all rock. If you want to follow me at Allison Asarch Official. Yeah, all that rad stuff. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on.